The Giffords PAC, a pro-gun control group, agreed to change its TV ad attacking Mike Kaufman after complaints from Emily Key's family. The Key's family said the original ad included a student named Emily who texted "I love you" to her parents, which was very close to a real situation that happened to their daughter Emily. David, the ad's been changed, but the story's out there. What'd you make of the situation?
Well, and the Keys family, I think in the spirit of this I Love You foundation that they're running in their daughter's memory to promote positive energy, very generously said that they thought it was just an innocent mistake by the Giffords PAC. That's a very generous reading of the whole situation, given how close their ad was to the real life. But it's a mistake. I don't think it was a coincidence, but I can understand why Giffords would do that, because they come with the mentality that anybody who's affected by a notorious crime with a gun must automatically be on their agenda of banning guns, of cracking down on law-abiding people, all that kind of stuff. And the media often plays into that because it highlights the people who do feel that way, and the ones who don't get ignored. Evan Todd was the first person shot in the library at Columbine High School. And he's testified before the state legislature and on an Independence Institute for Freedom Minute about why armed teachers and school staff are really important for student safety. Richard Castaldo was shot at Columbine and has been in a wheelchair ever since. He's also running for the United States House of Representatives from Oklahoma as a libertarian candidate. So not everybody who's a victim automatically lines up with the punitive approach to the innocent that the Giffords group takes.
Eric, in any other week, this is probably topic one. It probably makes bigger headlines around Denver. The fact of the matter is there's bigger political situations going on. But we're still talking about probably one of the tightest races that we're going to see in November. Can either the ad or what's happened about the ad make a difference?
Of course, anything if you're in a 1 point, half point race, and we'll see if this one is, but could be very close. I mean, I think Kaufman, if he's going to hold on at all, is going to hold on by the skin of his teeth. Anything can make a difference when you're looking for any tiny edge. You know, the fact that there's one more cheap, tawdry, quasi-misleading political ad, yes, it should be top of the news, but on the other hand, it's like, what's the story? I mean, that applies to many, if not most, political ads these days. I would just equate this to the previous topic in the sense of the means that these two parties are so entrenched and this battle is joined at such a level of intensity that there is a complete ethic of any ends justify any means, and that's why you get ads like this.
Natasha, are there going to be lasting ramifications over the original version of the ad after this week?
After this week, I'm not sure anyone's going to have energy to watch the news. Maybe that's the more lasting impact of this entire situation. And I don't mean to make fun of a very serious topic and a tragedy for a family that I can't even imagine living through. But yes, it is that time of the season where the campaign ads come out, and in that short amount of time that they have to present information, it's amazing how frequently they present false information. I would just encourage anyone who has a question about an ad, take a second, Google. There's some great reports out, and Westward has done some work already on this, on ads and whether they're true or not. And so take that moment and say, in that 30-second ad, that seemed like a pretty bold claim. See if it is a bold claim.
Patty, what do you think? Is this something that goes by the wayside because of the craziness and heat of the election, or does this stick because of the subject matter?
It could bounce back again, but it already has taken top title for the worst ad of the campaign season, even if they pulled it. It was so tone deaf, you would think they could have just sat back for a second and thought about it. I mean, we've had stories we've done that have been misrepresented about murders as campaign ads, and they always fall flat because you can find out the truth. But in this case, to do the "I love you guys," to play off Emily Key's horrible death, and there's the memorial ride this weekend, it just was really, really bad. The question is, will it stick? I don't think it hits Kaufman that much. Will it stick on Jason Crow? Probably not, just because the people who did put the ad together are so well known themselves.